Welcome back, students. In this video, we're going to cover Module 6, Topic 4, Inequalities in one triangle. Excuse me. Standard for this topic is GR 1.3. The objective, you guys are going to solve problems using inequalities in the angles and sides of a triangle. So up until this point, we've been dealing with equals and congruence, but now we're going to deal with inequalities here. On page 11 of the Module 6 packet, got the warm up here. It says algebra. We're going to solve each inequality. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to solve the first two and then set you up for the third. Let you go. You guys have expressed, wanting to have less of this of me doing, so we're gonna do that. So number one, excuse me, -5 plus x is greater than equal to 4. So we're going to try to isolate x, so we're going to add 5 to both sides. So it's going to be greater than equal to 4 plus 5 is 9. Over here, number 2, -2x is less than 4.2. So we're going to divide both sides by -2. And that's going to give you x is less than -2.1. All right, number 3, so I'm going to set this up. It says a new car costs no more than $35,000, including options. If the options cost $8,523, write and solve an inequality to find the cost without options, C, in dollars. So we're looking for C. They say the car with options is no more than 35,000. So no more than is going to be less than equal to 35,000. Okay. Options cost $85.23. We're looking for the cost without options. So if this is the cost with options, this is the cost without options. We have to add options to get to that. So you add 85.23. And then you're going to solve for C. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize we were leaning so bad. Let's straighten up on my table here. Key concepts, properties, and theorems of inequality. The definition of inequality and properties of inequalities can be applied to measurements of angles and segments. But just like equalities, inequalities can be used for angles and measurements because they're all real numbers. So over here, we're talking about the comparison property of equality. The value of A must be less than, greater than, or equal to the value of B. So here it is. For all real numbers, A and B, following is true. That A is less than B, A is greater than B, or A is equal to B. So it has to be one of those three things. All right, transitive property of equality says the value of A must be, oh, never mind, I'm down here. Transitive, sorry. If A is less than B and B is less than C, then C has to be less than A. So if A is less than B, B is less than C, then A is less than C. This is if for all real numbers, A, B, and C, the following are true. Same, likewise, if A is greater than B, B is greater than C, then A has to be greater than C. Like, let's just say, for A is greater than B, let's just make A 2 and B 3, okay? So A is less than B. And let's say that C is 4. B is less than C. That makes A, which we said was 2, less than C, which we said was 4. Does that make sense? Down here, if A is greater than B, B is greater than C, and A is greater than C. So let's say this time that A is 6. Let's say B is 4. Let's say C is 2. So 6 is greater than 4. A is greater than B. B is greater than C. Then A is greater than C. Hopefully you see what I mean. All right, addition property of equality. If the same number is added to each side of a true inequality, then the resulting inequality is also true. So if A is greater than B, A plus C is greater than B plus C. If A is less than B, A plus C is less than B plus C. Let's say in this case, for the greater than, let's say that A is 4 and B is 2. We're going to say that C is 3. Okay, so 4 is greater than 2. Let's just put it over here. 4 is greater than 2. And we said that C is 3, so 4 plus 3 is greater than 2 plus 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. 2 plus 3 is 5, so that's true. The less than, let's just flip them. Let's say A is 2, B is 4. Let's just call C 6, okay? So 2 is less than 4. 2 plus 6 is going to be less than 4 plus 6. 2 plus 6 is 8. 4 plus 6 is 10. So, you know, as long as these are real numbers, this works out. All right, subtraction. Same thing. A is greater than B, then A minus C is greater than B minus C. And if A is less than B, A minus C is less than B minus C. I'm not going to do the numbers again. You guys get the point. Theorem 6.8, exterior angle theorem inequality. So the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is greater than the measure of either of its corresponding remote angles. So remember before, let's say we had, I don't know how they wrote it. We'll just say this is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, and angle 4 is exterior. Well, angle 4 being exterior is going to equal angles 1 plus 2. Well, because it equals both of those, 4 is greater than 1 and 4 is greater than 2. The angles, not the number. Let's see, get down here. Just a second. Just going to go ahead and write these all in. Actually, I'm going to do some editing or practicing, trying to make up my videos a little better. So I'm going to pause here. And I'm below what you can see anyway, so pause. Okay. So now, Theorem 6.9, angle side relationships in triangles. If one side of a triangle is longer than another side, then the angle opposite the longer side has a greater measure than the angle opposite the shorter side. So I'm going to read 6.10 and then I'm going to explain this in better terms for you. So Theorem 6.10, angle side inequalities. This is saying if one angle of a triangle has a greater measure than another angle, then the side opposite the angle with the greater measure is longer than the side of the opposite the angle with the lesser measure. So let's just say here. So here we're talking about one side being longer than another. So let's say this side's 7, and this side's 6, and this side's 5. That's a terrible 5. Pardon. So this side is longer than this side. Let me just use a different color. This angle here is going to be greater than, use a different color, or actually a pencil. It's going to be greater than this angle. Let's see, hold on. Down here. Now we'll do it, make it a little bigger so we can see, and we'll use, so again, let's say this side down here is 9. And let's say this side over here is 6. And this side is 7. Okay. This side is the longest side, so this angle would be the greatest angle. And I'm going to give these angles measuring here. Let's see. We're going to make this angle, it's not a 90, so it'll be an 80-degree angle. All right, so 7, notice 7 is the middle side. So this will be the middle angle. So we're going to say this angle is 70 degrees. This is the shortest side. This would be the shortest angle. All three angles have to equal 180. So 80 and 70 make 150. This would have to be 30-degree angle. So longest side, biggest angle. Let's just write that. Longest side goes to biggest angle. Shortest side goes to smallest angle. And of course, the middle goes with the middle. All right, let's flip over to page 12. I'm going to kind of give myself a little more room here. All right, so inequality theorem here. Excuse me. So number 1, list the angles that satisfy the stated condition. Ask us to justify our reasoning. Right now, we're just going to focus on the actual angles. So A here says less than the measure of angle 1. So angle 1 is going to equal the two remote angles. So that would be both of these and both of these. So these 4 angles, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, and angle 6 are all going to be less than 1 because 1 equals these 2 angles, which would be actually these 4 altogether. And then let's see. Also angle 8. These 2 are supplementary, and you see that one is supplementary to these 2 because the 3 of them make an angle. I'm sorry. These 2 equal this one. Well, these 2 plus this one are also the inside of the triangle. So let's say P. Hold on one second here. Angle 8. Yeah. All right, and then here measures greater than angle 8. And the only thing here that's going to measure greater than angle 8 is angle 1. Actually, excuse me, at angle 2. We have another. This is exterior, and these 2 are the remote. So 2 is definitely going to be greater than 8 because it takes 8 plus angle R here to make 2. All right, number 2 is a you-do. Please pause the video here. Try this out. I'm going to wait 3 seconds and then I will continue. All right, number 2, we're going to do the same thing we did over here. List the angles. All right, so measures less than 1. So 1 would equal 3 and 4 here plus 7. So we got angle 3, angle 4, angle 7. Oops, angle 7. Let's just do it right. Angle 7. All right, notice this triangle. So this was the outer. This is another triangle. So 1 would be 4 plus 6. So 6 is definitely going to be less. And then so is 5. It says what's greater than 7? Greater than 7, well, 1 is, it takes these 3 angles to make set 1. So, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, it takes these 3 to make 1. So 1's definitely going to be more than 7. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. 2 is definitely going to be greater than 7 because 5, it would take these two remotes to make 2. So angle 5. Let's see. This would be these two. No, that one would be, yeah, well, it's not a number, so never mind. This would be supplementary to that. So no, angle 5. Say greater than, sorry, I meant angle 2, not 5. Goodness. Having all sorts of troubles this evening. All right, I think that's, let's see, 7. I don't know about 6. I'm going to have to get back to you on that one. All right, let's go down here to, excuse me, number 3. So number 3 says, list the angles of LMN from smallest to largest. So we start with the sides. Well, we can count. So the smallest side is MN. The next is ML. And then the longest side is NL. So what about the angles? Smallest to greatest. Smallest. So if this is the smallest side, this is the angle across from that. So angle L is your smallest angle. This is your middle. Your middle angle directly across from it is N. Largest is angle M. All right, number 4, you do. Please pause here. You see how super easy this is. I'm going to wait 3 seconds and then go. All right, number 4. Same deal. Smallest to largest, start with the sides. AC right here. AB. And then BC. All right, angles. Smallest, B. Middle is the C, angle C. And the largest is angle A. Set directly across. All right, number 5 and number 6 at the bottom of page 12. Okay. Got a red box here. All right, it says list the sides of WXY in order from shortest to longest. List the angles is what they want first. Well, we know this is 90. This is 51. What is this? Well, angle X is going to be 180 minus 90 minus 51. 180 minus 90 is 90. 90 minus 51 is 39 degrees. So this is 39 degrees. So your smallest angle is angle X. We had to do that because if we're going to know. So next is angle W, and last is angle Y. So the sides, shortest to longest. So this is the smallest angle. WY is the shortest side. Medium, XY. Longest, WX. Number 6, again, find this angle. Angle F, 180 minus 56 minus 45. That leaves us with 79 degrees. So 79 degrees, that's the biggest angle this time. They want angles smallest to largest. G is the smallest. The smallest side is going to be directly across from G. That's FH. Your next biggest is angle H. Oops. Angle H. And directly across is FG. And then your largest angle was F. Directly across is GH. Hey, let's flip over. Okay. Try our little editing here. All right. Page 13. This is the last page for this topic. Number 7. During a game of paintball, opposing teams try to eliminate players on the opposite team. Manny and Lynn are on the same team, and they want to eliminate Logan from the game. If Manny, Lynn, and Logan are located at the position shown on the diagram, who is closer to Logan? Explain your reasoning. So these angles are kind of tough to see, but Lynn is at 76 degrees. Logan is at 39 degrees. But we need to know this one. Manny's angle here is going to be 180 minus these two. The 180 minus these two, and you're going to have to trust me, is 65 degrees. So now, Lynn has the biggest angle, so the longest side is directly across from that. So that's Logan. So that's Manny, excuse me. So who's closer? Manny and Logan? Or let's see, from Logan's, this angle is the smallest. So the shortest distance is going to be Lynn. So we want to know who's closer. So Lynn's angle put Manny and Logan further apart. Logan's angle puts Manny and Lynn closer together. So who's closer to Logan? Lynn's closer. And why? Because the 39 degree angle was less than the 76 degree angle. All right, number 8. The frame of the bicycle forms triangles like the one shown. Which is longer? The tube represented by AB. This is A. I'll just write it above it. Here's A and B, and C is down here. So which tube is longer, AB or AC? Well, we got to figure out what this angle is. So you got 82 and 44. This guy is, so angle C is 180 minus 82 minus 44. Do the math, and we get 54 degrees. So this guy's 54 degrees. So AB is the 54 degree angle. AC is a 44 degree angle. So AB is across from 54, and then AC is across from 44. So 54 is greater than 44. So that makes AB greater than AC. Okay, up here we got 3 more. Number 9. List the angles in triangle PQR in order from smallest to largest. So let's look at our sides. This is, I'm going to say 1 is our smallest, 2 is in the medium, 3 is the largest. So this makes our 1 across from 1 here is angle Q. So angle Q is the shortest or smallest. 2's in the middle. This is angle R is going to be your medium. And then large, or 3, is going to be angle P. Number 10, whether you do, please pause here. I'm going to wait 3 seconds. All right, number 10, list the sides in order on ABC in order from shortest to longest. Well, first we got to find angle B. Angle B, since the whole thing's 180, minus 50, minus 63. Makes angle B 67, excuse me. All right, so 67 degrees. So which our smallest angle? That's this one. So across from here is our smallest side. That's BC. The angle in the middle is C. That's across from AB. And then lastly, across from this is AC. Okay. All right, last one here. Bottom of page 13. So Gabrielle, Diego, and Lucy are passing the football. Lucy wants to practice throwing the ball long distances. Which player should throw the ball next if she wants to pass the football the furthest distance? So here's Lucy right here. She's at 48 degrees. Down here, Diego is at 61 degrees. It's really hard to see this. We got to see what Gabrielle is up here. So if we do the math and subtract 180, these two guys from 180, Gabrielle is at 73 degrees. So 73 is the bigger angle. So this side is the longest side. So Diego is going to be the answer. And why? That's because the angle for Gabrielle, 73, is greater than the angle here from Diego, which gives us this side. All right, guys, that's it for this particular topic. If you have any questions, let me know. Send me a message in Teams or Focus. Again, I know that the videos for topic 1, module 6, topic 1, module 6, topic 2 had no sound. I'm going to go back and either re-record or try to dub a sound with it, but we'll get it fixed. Have a good night.